Okay, well, here's the deal. Apparently, my internet is absolutely trash at the moment, and there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm just gonna do a local recording instead.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
There will be.
Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky. But also, thanks. Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Ito.
Yeah, I'm only slightly annoyed. I mean, Genshin's still running, so the internet is working. Right now, OBS, maybe Twitch servers died or something there. I am gonna upload the previous video, even though it's just lagged like the entire time through. I don't think much was missed because I just hung up on that dialogue a bit. Just some of her talking. Anyway, let's go to Yashiori Island. Let's also change some things, right? I'm gonna get off of Discord in the meantime, make sure the game is running.
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? Look, footprints! Let's see. There's a camp here.
Okay.
But nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward. There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead. Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
That's funny. This is their introduction to Ito. This poor guy. Just hanging out here. He's all confused.
Beans, no!
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
That was all so sudden.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
That's good.
Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Oh, I get it. So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
Granny Oni.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? 'Cause I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
Time to get a beetle. We're way too trusting though.
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
Did we play that as a kid? Is that something MC did?
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's gotta be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
I'm looking forward to this.
Uh-oh! Lightning storm!
Oh, that was part of the story.
Just our luck. Well, hopefully that'll skip. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. You see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto. Now that's what I'm talking about. Huh? Oh, what the? Ah, no, not lavender melons. Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
I have to be above.
Yeah.
Capture an Oni Kabuto.
This is the one. This is the one. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto.
I don't even see one.
Yeah, it's on the smaller side. But size isn't everything in a beetle fight. Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
We're getting into this.
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
Right here! Look what Paimon found! If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one! What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches everything you said about a good fighter beetle! Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna win for sure. Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually. It's, coincidence.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
Whoa. let's not do anything rash here, you know? I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Okay, Mr. Aratiko. Or Arataki. Can I climb? You know what? It's probably faster if we just teleport. Let's teleport. And then we can get to the town. And by town, I mean the tent. I'm expecting some sick animation here.
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry, I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja!
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy!
The Ninja.
That's right! Finish it!
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Unfortunate.
Looks like I win again!
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible! Even Uncle Ito can't beat him.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks ultra strong. But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
All right, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
No, I can't believe it. I lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too. Oh, right. Yeah, now that the beetle fighting's over and all.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh?
That's okay.
For me? You're really giving it to me?
That's the whole
Go
thing.
ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryo Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Ito, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything.
Very good, sir.
I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Here we go again.
If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to. Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions.
Huh? What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow, but I don't have any evidence. That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's more to this than just one blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm gonna fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
Hold on a second, guys.
Yep, Paimon too.
Okay.
Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. Yeah, we are gonna get along just great. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned adventurers.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
It's a lot of information. The Oni's Pride. Alright, let's keep going. Is this really the closest warp to this camp up here? Guess it has to be. Yep, yep. Yep. I was waiting. Look for the victim. Apparently it's Masato.
Yo, you must be Masato.
An Oni? Oh no, not another one!
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Huh? That's totally uncalled for.
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for and that my business is our only livelihood. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they released me. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe. I never want to set foot outside of here again!
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me? I mean, I can't say for sure, it's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life. Or something like that.
Ugh, that idiot Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them, and they're all heavily armed.
Ah, don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
I still think you should leave it alone. They're too dangerous. Never mind the goods. I'm lucky just to have escaped with my life.
Don't worry, dude. You're talking to a guy who has 2 literal gods in his party right this second. As well as a Master Ronin, Oni, and potential 3rd god, depending on how MC's story develops. And then Junshu, a book enthusiast. We have the god of Geo, Lightning, Ronin, combat expert, and then a book enthusiast. It's a good team.
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
Suspicious people.
Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time. Let's get him.
It's go time. The horn guy is not there. I didn't realize we're playing as
Looks like you
Arataki.
fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Let's fight first, talk later.
Oh yeah, he summons his boar friend thing.
Shine down!
To the very...
He'll play as Arataki. He's got his weapon.
It's my lucky day.
As one with wind and cloud.
Stabilize.
Oh, they all died. Oh well.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are.
It's Sasuke.
From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you? Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago? Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Ito, what exactly do you contribute to human society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Ha! You wouldn't know how if you tried. You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here, man.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food, no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride, we had nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
Yeah, and besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society. If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
You make a good point. But Arataki Ito's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull. The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryou Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
There they are! Seize them!
Oh no! It's the Tenryou Commission!
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Hey! Hey! He got away! Uh-oh, we need to get out of here too!
How ridiculous.
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape together when the time's right. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryou Commission, or they'll be after you too.
You could wave a hand to them.
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Let's roll!
Now his charge attack is cool.
Come on, men! He won't get away this time! Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito!
I must withdraw.
Soldiers, quick!
Can't catch me.
Can't catch me.
Who wants some of this?
Oh yeah, we get the club now. I was having too much fun just beating them up.
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryou Commission sent so many. But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here. No way. All that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first, man to man.
Then what should we do? The Tenryou Commission's about to arrest you!
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryou butt.
Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun without us?
Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Go!
Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, there's no time.
Go, do what you gotta do, boss.
Bet they play
All right.
Mahjong together.
Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Don't let them get away! After them!
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around.
Run for it, boss!
Sometimes Genshin cutscenes are just so silly and ridiculous.
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here?
Damn it.
At least we know we're headed the right way. Let's see what else we can find ahead. A wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Rain outlines your theory.
Stabilize.
I meant to
They
do
definitely
that,
don't
but it
want us
didn't
going
come
any
out.
further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Ah. I don't have the thing. I want to capture crab.
Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be plenty going on around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
Investigation.
Unless they're all ninjas or something. Hidden entrance. Yes. All right. I think we just found their hideout. This is gonna be where they keep all the people they took.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Huh? Fire away. Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
Huh? What were you two talking about? Are you keeping Paimon in the dark again?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do a dungeon. You get one random topaz. Hey, yeah, hold on. I have some windows to exit. Considering that, we're not streaming because internet problems. Alright, Ito.
This place is huge!
It's probably the only time I'll get to play as him.
Hideout?
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt.
I don't understand his
All
charge
the more
attack
reason we
fully.
gotta put an end to this.
Seems like it does a random amount of swings before the drop down. Any treasure chests I could use? Some scraps?
Stairs are over there! We can't go up if we can't reach them!
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
Rain outlines your fate.
Not sure what killed him.
Oh, it's moving!
Oh,
See?
yeah.
What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
Hold up. Hold up. Trust my instincts. No, my instincts. Should I bother going elsewhere? I mean, it's so inviting. I came from here, didn't I? There's a treasure chest down here.
Let's get down to business. Gather.
Only get one shot at these, right?
Say no more.
The wind knows.
Say no more.
Shine down.
Finally.
We had to. We didn't have to work with that at all. Seems to be a lot of side things. Maybe not a lot, but hells yeah. 2 primos. That's what we're looking for. Nothing else up here. 2 primos though. That's pretty good. Oh, crap. So I had to come this way. Now, see, I left that because now I'm curious. I can probably make it
Time to go.
without this platform's assistance. Any, okay. I guess that's to let me get back down. Hi. Oh, don't do that. Also, I don't know why I didn't just do the small version. Hold up. I have to exercise my power.
Crumble!
They won't let me build a tower. There we go. Yeah, we can make it. We have the power of super powerful characters.
There is no escape!
Look at all the people locked up in here!
They must be holding on to them for leverage. All right, let's get them out of here.
Hey, join the fight, would you?
One with nature.
Order guide you.
Order guide you. What does his board do? I don't know.
Alright, you're all free to go now. Quick, get to safety!
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
But... Oh, my little Daisuke!
Oh, you must be Daisuke's parents!
Yes, that's right! Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he alright?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map. He's been worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved to see you.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you!
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
I like how we have the Oni icon stuck on the cutscene.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Well, would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far. Oh, in fact, his horns look just like the ones this guy has.
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand what he was trying to do. Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
Relative, I guess.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family like you.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We are indebted to you.
All in a day's hard work.
Child that made some poor choices. Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time.
Damn, we didn't hear his chest opening quote. Again, he might not have them. I was also curious, while I'm here, I just want to see what his idol is. Because, you know, I don't have the character, I'm not rolling for this guy. I gave him 10. I got Goryo. Wolf Boy. Or Dog Boy or whatever. Oh yeah, he does the sumo thing. I do remember this preview. What else you got? Look at the maps. Oh, he's got a fancy comb. That's a pretty big comb. Pretty cool looking comb. And most characters have 3. What is your 3rd? Now he's just doing this again. He didn't really say anything. He might have a 3rd. He might have a 3rd. Okay. Where do we need to go? Oh. I don't even know now.
Time to go.
Let me come back up here. Oh, there's an upper level. Alright, I'm crafty. I'm crafty. We can figure this out. What would be the best way of getting over there? I think I could just make it. I don't know how people play this game intended anymore. Like, how are you supposed to get up here? Hell if I fucking know. Oh god, I fell. It's okay, we can do it again. There's a hole in the stairs, be careful. A hole in between the platforms. Door of Resurrection has activated. Really? You won't let us? Really? I better not. I know how glitchy these domains can be, and they never hide anything of interest.
The place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
I'm gonna turn off your armor.
Perfect distance. Boom.
To make your fight trivial.
Stabilize.
The wind knows me.
No, my sword! Rim cutter! Torn to oblivion!
Oh, that was easy.
Bet you think you've won, don't ya?
Yup.
So naive. This is my home turf. I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You'd better stay where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is rigged with explosives and ready to blow.
Guess we're all gonna die then.
You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're gonna be buried deep among the rubble.
Kill him.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye. My paper charm! Where's my paper charm?
What paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
I snatched it earlier, to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our agreement, no?
Just give it here!
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great.
'cause I'm done listening. Yeah!
That was a weird cutscene.
Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, oh, okay,
This
okay.
guy is fucking
Fine.
weird.
Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here! This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do?
Get a job.
I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us Blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly!
They're here! We won't let them slip away this time!
Uh-oh! There's nowhere else to run!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything. Arataki Ito is innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni!
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am! How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Ito.
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride. The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
I'm laughing because of that guy, on the ground.
I'll take care of this.
That dude got
There are
rocked.
still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this. Come on!
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
We managed to save everyone! But what about Ito and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright. Look! It's Ito and Takuya!
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Why? Why would you do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need. I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain. It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side. Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just how I roll, man. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru, well, he's colorblind. Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
But
don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking.
No.
Takia, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. Please do not attempt to resist. All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't! Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry, I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryo Commission officers.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that. But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them too.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryo Commission.
You're not all scot-free
I guess it's
either.
up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation? Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to you.
You're in Japan land.
Lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too. But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
Sorry for the trouble.
Hey, wait, unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something? Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself, you know? Yeah, all right, see you next time, whenever that'll be.
Rip Aratico. And then he could never join your party.
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
I think he's weird. He's not even weird. Not like some of the other people we've met. Why is Kazuha always severely injured? I don't understand.
Ah, yes. That does sound like my Ito.
So, did they take Uncle Ito away? Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again. He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us. Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Ito helped us, and he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Ito is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people. If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from a fight.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment. I can't wait for my next Beidou fight with Uncle Ito.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Ito and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryo Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
The soundest of judgment.
I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful, wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No, no. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides, once Ito is released, he'll be here to help me. Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. Wouldn't you agree? He does whatever he puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Ito is my pride and joy.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the Blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the Crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Al, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Al. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
Yeah, it was nice. It was just a Ao Oni, Aka Oni story. Classic. Now, I need to do a couple more things. I suppose I have this Omni Ubiquity net we need to finish. And then, the other event quest we can work on. And then we can finish with Beidou. have to buy the nets, huh? Can't just craft the nets. What you got? 10,000? That's expansive. I know I have 6 million aura because I never use it for anything anymore. But come on. 30 wild animals? That's $3 million. 300,000? That's a lot of money. They want you to spend just for 20 Chivo points or Primo points. Anyway, let's hit up Sango. I'm gonna need to take a moment just to get a drink. Refresh my drink because I'm out of liquid, but let me finish this quest line first. So I held off on doing this one just in case there was any extra dialogue to it. And I don't know if the current event is going to have anything fantastical to it as well. Wakamurasaki. And you know, it's all good. We can get through this. Alright. Current modern day questing. We're actually going to Stone Gate. I'm not sure which of these is the closest point. Sure hope my internet is working later tonight. I do want to stream. So while we're getting to this destination here, I guess we can do the blog portion that I use Genshin videos for. Had a pretty shitty past couple weeks in terms of just feeling good and feeling up to recording and stuff. So we'll just keep this one nice and short, right? There will be more Gloomhaven. There will be people asking to join my game that I'm gonna ignore. No, no hard feelings. And there will be more SMT when I get to it, and more other games. And the SNES quest, I didn't initially plan on taking a break for this long, but we're just gonna keep it going, and probably I'll resume it. Ideally, I wanted to finish Shin Megami Tensei first. I want that off my plate. I'll probably resume it after the new year, though, and I'll just play SMT on the side, because it's too much that I want to do. But yeah, it was a really shitty past couple weeks. But I'm doing a little bit better. We'll see if I regress. Or not. I also started a new solo campaign, The Kingdom Death Monster, because I was in the mood to try out 1.6. Now, I told myself this time around, I'm not gonna upload any of it until I finish the entire thing, because I'm making a really bad habit of not finishing these long campaign games, which I don't like. So, currently up to Lantern Year 10 or 11. And yes, I do need to get back to Midara as well. I still haven't fixed my save file that I accidentally deleted. And I still have a bunch of videos on that to upload. Dun, dun, dun. I vaguely remember this event from before. I was not paying attention to any of that dialogue. Anyway, TLDR is we're gonna be playing some more stuff. I will return to Monster Hunter. I really do want to put in dedicated time for Monster Hunter. Yeah, let's fight people. Oh yeah, we get the treasure boxes. I want to put in time for Monster Hunter,
No, my sword. Let me leave you.
they really sped them up. That's funny. They still don't stand a chance. But Gen Ultimate. I wanted to play Rise. I still haven't gotten Rush. I really wanted to get Rush from the event quest. I just haven't gotten. I played a little bit of Rise not last week, but like 2 weeks ago. All I did was a money run because I kind of want to reacclimate to it a little bit. And you know, I could always use a lot more money. I still haven't done the other basic goal I have of making all the insect glaives.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The bird. Illusion shatter.
But anyway, there's lots of stuff I want to return to, and then there's lots of other games I want to play. I'm gonna find time to do all this. Hopefully.
Shine down.
This is order.
I'm just gonna ignore shutting off their power boosts because we don't need to. I can kill the monsters. See, this event's real easy. I can kill them so simply. I haven't done a random event in this game in a long time because everyone in my party is maxed. I haven't been using other characters ever since Serenity Pot slowly raises their trust level or whatever. Yeah.
Solidify.
There, we blew up that one. Not as strong.
There is no escape.
Rain cutter.
One with nature. Now you shall perish.
Oh, Raiden Shogun. Your damage is absolute.
Illusion shatter. Wind strike.
Ow.
Rain outlines your.
Stabilize.
Ow. The shotgun blast me there. Oh, that was 3. Yeah, let's go talk to Husini. We recently checked out that Maho Kenshi game. That was a pretty cool game. I did like that. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I've returned without a scratch. Oh yeah, and then you get all this stuff that's like I never bothered with because it's just so powerful. Until Mihoyo makes the enemy take only 1 damage without you utilizing these things, there's no reason to utilize these things. I probably will use them so I can get a high score. Deceitful Domain, Sea of Wandering Souls. Right. Domain doors. Hold up. Don't we get any reward? Oh, I already got rewards. I see. Well, energy amplifier. What do we have? A character. Unmount. Oh, okay, they have a co-op set up now. Let's do this. Yeah, you can only have one of them. What is this? Hells yeah, and hells yeah. This thing plus Raiden Shogun equals dead enemies. We probably want this because we have a shield all the time, and I can get what, 2 more of these things? Okay, Executioner's Blade. Oh, we may as well have that. And yeah, we'll just have that. Why not? Okay, that's all well and good. Let's see how hard this is. The Seaful Domain, Sea of Wandering Souls. Oh yeah, you have to select difficulty. I usually go about middling. We'll give the opponents an extra 100% HP because my team is not that powerful. One is on expert. They can have more attack. We can have less shield. That's fine too. That's fine too. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's whatever. That's whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it's really hard or not.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Order guide you.
Witness the power of Gua. Know myself. Torn to oblivion. Shine the thunder full.
Whoa, my shield disappeared. Alright, how do we reset? There's usually a restart option.
This is...
That's my fault for greeting. I'm used to my shield lasting longer. Let's try that again. How many enemies? I didn't see the number of enemies because I kind of go really blind at the visual overload for this. We do get rezzed automatically, right? Yeah. And we get free stuff. Alright, let's do this. We'll do this first. This, then this. Set this up. I'll save the meteor.
Shine down.
I will have order. Rise!
Rain cutter. As one with wind and cloud.
I killed 15
Inazuma
enemies.
shines eternal.
That thing's invincible.
The mortal plane.
God damn it.
Fleeting.
I have to pay attention to my shield more. I probably should be reactivating it every 7 seconds that Zhongli has it open. Because when we're going in like that, I cannot see enemy bullets coming at me. 7,500 points would get me pretty much all the way there, though. Any more regeneration for Shogun? Okay. It's like there's a trigger box somewhere.
There is no. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
No, my sword! Let me weave you.
This is order.
Do this for now.
Shine down.
I'm gonna use him so I can see his thing.
Now you shall perish.
Man, when does it run out? I just don't notice when my shield's gone, because there's like 15,000 visual blinding things. Oh well, eventually we'll get this. You guys can join me in the expert struggle. Let this begin. Tell you what, I'm gonna use her sword. I'll do like one set of swings with it and then I'll tap out. Where's the there you go. We'll do like one set of swings with it.
Clouds high. The birds.
Rain outlines your fate.
I will have order.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
I want more than one down. Yeah, my shield's already gone.
Illusion shattered.
Order guide you.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my. Let me weave you a verse.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
What? Hold on. Alright, she's dead. Let's see if we can do it with the rest of the crew. Yeah, my shield is already gone.
This is order.
So if I just save her for her burst, that would be for the best. Shield is already gone. Oh, hold on. I don't wanna. Yeah, I don't wanna res.
Clouds high. The birds.
There's more after this, so I don't wanna lose her. Gotta watch your shield. Zhongli will keep you safe, but you have to watch the shield. I need her burst power. She is damage on this team.
Illusion shattered. One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Rain outlines your fate.
I will have order. Solidify.
Torn to oblivion.
This is order.
Into the wind.
Rain cutter. No, my sword.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
Stabilize.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I don't have a shield. I think it's them exploding. Okay, I understand now why we're dying so fast. I don't have shields up.
Solidify. The wind knows it. Inazuma shines eternal. Clouds high. The birds
Witness the power of Gugwa.
order guide you.
Ow. That shit just destroys your shield.
You shouldn't see me like
You motherfucker. These are the last three, so I guess I can bring him back.
into the wind. Gather.
There we go.
Illusion shattered. Wind strider. Gather. Torn to oblivion. I will have order. The wind knows me.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a
I see your power.
Oh shit. I was ready to cast field,
There is
but
no escape. As
that's
one
okay.
with wind and cloud.
And we did it. Good enough. 7,500 points. That's a lot of points. Now, that was with enemies only having 100% more HP. I probably can do a 200k, but holy shit, every time they exploded, man. I'll wipe my weak-ass shield out. Okay, there you go. Where do I redeem my reward? Anyway, I probably won't record myself doing the other ones. Yeah, see, these are so easy. I almost have 1200. We only did one of them. We'll have 1200 by the next one. Ah, let's res there, people. We're done with my missions, right? Making sure I have all the keys. Okay, give me just a moment. We are going to do a Beidou's as the last thing for today. But I need to refill my drink. I am so goddamn thirsty. When the crook shines bright. Is there a good view anywhere? Not really. Not here. But it's peaceful. We'll hang out with the guy with the dog. Who's never had a resolution to his problem. Just give me a minute. This, you know, this is getting uploaded, so you guys just skip ahead. You just skip ahead.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Help! 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 Help!
Help! Help!
Okay. I am back. Let us have a most Beidou-rific time. I can get to her more easily now. Without having to climb and fly. I forget who you talk to exactly. The Pearl Galley is not what I no. Can I get to Beidou's ship easily? What's up? I haven't been here in a while. I don't know if they've added anything new here. I actually really haven't come here in forever.
Life is short.
Alright. Where was Beidou's ship? This is a fishing association. I swear there was a shortcut to it, but I don't remember it right now. So you know what? We're climbing. Ah. I could use some of these anyway. I missed one.
Time to go.
Come here, you rascal. I thought there was a way to get to her ship quickly.
Follow the wind.
But I'll follow the wind.
Time to go.
Look at these idiots. Hanging out up here doing their magical doings. I don't remember how high you need to be to make it, especially since we've got speedy wings now. You probably can do this with a lot less height, but this is all good. I swear there was a teleport for this boat. Man, I made it to the damn crow's nest. The guy hasn't rendered in yet, or it's nighttime. Whoosh.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's going to be a day to remember. Guys, look who the sea washed up!
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
That's what I heard too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's vision hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Thank you.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
They know.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty impressive.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew. Yeah, come on, Captain Beidou. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Well, she's on board right now for the celebration, isn't she?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they will come to us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes. A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard.
Well spoken, Captain Beidou. You are a wise leader. You run a tight ship.
Thanks. I'll take that. Some rumors have it that the leader of the Crux is so powerful that she could slay the mighty Leviathan Haishan without breaking a sweat. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way.
Oh no.
All good then. Great. Actually, speaking of Inazuma, I think your good luck must have rubbed off on me on the way over. I made an interesting find on the beach shortly after we parted ways. Let's talk about it over there, where it's a little quieter.
I wouldn't say the first option unless I have to.
So after we dropped you off in Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuman pirates. We searched the wreckage and found a map. At first, I thought it was a nautical chart. I was thinking we might discover a new sailing route if we were lucky. But after a closer look, I realized it wasn't a map of the sea at all. It was a Liyue treasure map, and no ordinary one at that.
Just an evil chi active in the area.
Nothing like that. I just mean that the map was a mess. So it was the most I could do to figure out that the treasure was probably in Liyue. As for its exact location, I have no idea. I'd say I've explored Liyue pretty extensively, but still, this one managed to beat me. So, I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right? Is that right? Well then, it looks like I'm in good hands. Here's the map. See what you can make of it. So, where do you think it is?
Can't look at it again. I don't know if I'd say it's either of these things.
Qingce Village. I don't see the resemblance at all. How'd you come to that conclusion? Oh, okay then. I'm definitely a rookie at this. But your word's good enough for me. Time for a trip to Qingce. You're coming with me, of course. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Do we actually have this map? I got 15 on the ubiquity nets. Wait, this is the wrong thing. Where's this is the page. We don't have it. I guess I'll just, let's go with the flow. Nothing serious here. Can't possibly fail. Let's just have an adventure with Beidou. Or Beidou. What's up, people?
Ah, Beidou! Wow, and the traveler. My goodness, what's the occasion? Just here to visit us old folks once again? It hasn't been all that long since we last had a visit from the Crux. But I'm glad you picked today. You're just the people I need. These two young rascals, they've been arguing with each other non-stop about some petty nonsense or other. I'm too old to get through to them. They won't listen to me. Please, talk some sense into them.
Rest assured, Granny Zhuoshin, whatever the situation is, the Traveler and I will take care of it.
Is that how you say that?
Thank goodness. It's Captain Beidou. You couldn't have come at a better time. You're the voice of reason I need in this situation.
Captain, please, help me get justice.
Whoa, hey. What exactly is going on here? Spit it out, tell me everything.
It makes me mad just talking about it. G here, I don't know if he's got a screw loose or what his problem is. But anyway, he took it upon himself to raise, well, practically a whole army of finches, okay? And now guess what? They fly onto my land and completely destroy at least half of my crops. I asked him to pay compensation, but he refused. Now how is that fair?
Captain, I'm innocent. They're not even my finches. I just thought they looked kinda cute, you know, so I fed them a couple of times. They're wild birds, though.
A couple times? Are you kidding me? That's rich. Really rich. There were 2 of them when you first started. 2 finches. Now you have a whole roof full of finch nests. I swear, every time I come by your place, I think I'm at a bird market. I'm telling you, you are not gonna get away with this anymore.
So, yeah, I mean, they laid a few eggs, made a few nests, but finches gonna finch, you know. These are wild birds. I mean, they'll do whatever they please.
Gonna finch.
So that's how it is. I think I got the picture. What's your take? Yeah, you have a point. Gee, let's say I'm interested in buying these finches off you. What would you say to that?
Are you serious, Captain? Oh, that would be great. Honestly, with all this trouble they've been causing me lately, they've become a bit of a burden. So if you're happy to take them off my hands, that would be perfect.
All right, deal. My only condition is, you have to use some of the money to compensate Wenjing for her losses.
Oh, come on. But I never raised them, did I?
Well, you tell me. You took my deal, that means you admitted to being the owner, doesn't it? Otherwise, what gives you the right to sell them to me?
Captain Beidou's right. If you didn't raise them, what makes you think you can go taking her money for them, huh?
Well...
Don't worry. My offer includes plenty left over for you after deducting the compensation. This way, you get something back for looking after them.
Okay, then. Okay. I'll pay the compensation.
I hope you two are very grateful indeed to Beidou. I dare say no one else will be quite so accommodating toward the people of our village.
Granny Zhuoshin, as you know, many of the boys from your fine village do sterling work for the Crux. The fleet wouldn't be what it is today without them, so please think nothing of it. Gee, Wenjing, I guess you're free to go.
Captain Beidou, you're here.
Pops Shing, it's been a long time. Have you been?
Don't get me started. I've been having some real trouble with that neighbor of mine, Jen. We keep having the same argument, and it just goes nowhere. I heard you were in the village, so I rushed over to seek your help.
What's the issue?
Oh, come with me. You'll see. Let's go find Jen and clear this whole thing up, face to face.
Jen. Not then. Jen. I feel bad for choosing this place. All we did was give Beidou a hassle.
Time to go.
That she really doesn't need to deal with right now. You being a McAsshole to the old man, Jen.
Captain Beidou, you're here.
Captain Beidou.
I heard that you and Pops Xing had a little misunderstanding. So, what's up? Tell me about it.
Jen planted a tree on his property a few years back. I had no issue with it at the time. It's just a tree. But a few years on, it's grown taller than the roof of my house. Every morning when I get up and open the window, I just want to feel the sun on my face. But I'm greeted instead by the looming shadow of my neighbor's tree. It really affects my mood.
My God.
I asked Jen to cut it down so I could get some sunlight back on my property. But he said no. It's like he's done this on purpose just to drive me crazy.
Captain Beidou, you gotta believe me. I didn't intend to block the sunlight, but there's nothing I can do about it now. It's not just any old tree, you see. That tree was planted there by my late father. Not long after he planted it, he passed away. And just before he passed, he left me with some parting words. He said our family's fortune was inauspicious, and we needed something to suppress the bad luck. That's what he planted the tree for. How can I just chop it down? I'll be honest, I spent a few years studying in Liyue Harbor, so I don't actually share his superstitious beliefs. But still, that doesn't change the fact that this was my father's dying wish.
Okay, I think I'm all clear on the situation. What are you thinking? I was thinking along the same lines as you. Look, Pops, I'm not trying to make excuses for Zhen, but just try putting yourself in his shoes for a moment. Zhen's desire to protect his tree isn't for money or because he wants to hurt anyone, or for the sake of any superstition. He just wants to honor his father's dying wish. Pops, you have kids too, right?
Yeah. When you put it like that.
Pops, if you can agree to it, I'll have a word with Granny Zhuoshin and see about getting you some money from the relief fund as compensation for having your sunlight blocked. As for the tree...
that sounds good to me. Whatever you think,
Captain
Beidou.
Wants money.
The tree can stay. Some compensation would make me feel much better about the whole thing.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you, Captain Beidou. And thank you for understanding Pops Xing. I'll make sure to trim it back when I get home to let some more light through. It'll be such a relief not to have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
On a
just clip
separate
off a
note,
branch
I
or
remember
two.
the Crux last visited the village not very long ago. Is there some special reason why you're back in person so soon?
Nothing all that special, just personal reasons. I'm looking for some treasure.
Huh? Treasure? Wait a second. That reminds me, I saw Chongping and Defu arguing in the fields earlier. It sounded like they were both trying to lay claim to some treasure. I don't know if it's related to the one you're looking for, but anyway, they're probably still there now.
Really? Okay, well, you and Pops Xing can go about your business now. I'll go see what the situation is.
Is treasure time? What's up? Dong Dong Never Dies. Anybody play that fighting game? I feel like I brought it up last time, or first time we met Dong Dong. Hold on. I may as well begin my Pokemon journey. Motherfucker, those are not free. Oh, it doesn't get consumed unless you lose it. I see. Wonder if there's any lizards around.
Huh? Beidou, you're just in time. Defu's being completely unreasonable.
What happened?
I'm not being unreasonable, Captain. I got Changping to help me plow my land because it's the busy season. And then, what do you know? He plows up a treasure chest. Way I see it, it's my land, so the treasure belongs to me, right? I think it's a pretty clear-cut case.
You say that, Defu, but what you're forgetting is that I came to help you plow your fields out of the goodness of my heart, and you haven't paid me a single mora. It was also my plowing that turned up this chest. However you cut it, surely I'm entitled to at least some of the treasure.
The domestic drama just keeps coming today. What are your thoughts?
I know a legal expert. Yeah, let's get her
Okay,
involved.
I think I'm up to speed here. If you two really want to take this further, I can get a legal expert from Liyue Harbor to adjudicate. As for the costs, I'll cover them. What do you think?
By the wealthy.
Neither of you seems thrilled about this course of action. Okay, so plan B. I'll be straight with you. The reason I came here today was to look for some treasure. Chances are it's hiding right there in the chest you're both fighting over. So, how about you two stop fighting over it and do me a favor by handing it to me? Of course, I'll be indebted to both of you. If either of you ever needs anything in the future, the Crux will not hesitate to lend you our support.
Captain, you're far too kind, really. Indebted? That won't be necessary. If you want this chest, you go ahead and take it.
Yep, totally agree. If only I'd known you were looking for this chest. You should have said something. I would have delivered it to you personally to save you the trip.
It seems like it's been quite a busy day for you, helping us settle all our little quarrels. Come on, let's go to the village. I'll rally the masses. We'll get some good food and good drink and have a good old get-together.
Don't worry about the chest. I'll carry it over.
Quite a lot of quarrels for such a small village. Wait until nighttime. But... perfect. Let's go back to the village and enjoy a banquet. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought that was a chest.
What a fine day today has been. Beidou has solved an awful lot of problems in our village.
She sure has. Without Captain Beidou, that compensation payment would have bankrupted me. Yeah, and if it weren't for Captain Beidou, I'd still be arguing with Pops Xing.
Here, here. We have plenty to thank Captain Beidou for, I'm sure. I propose a toast in her honor.
To Captain Beidou. Cheers!
I couldn't ask for more than the chance to get everyone together and drink to our heart's content. Cheers!
For the tree thing, you think she would have solved that last time she was here. There's no way it's a recent
That
thing.
really hit the spot. Want to get some air? The view in this place is pretty good. We can take a look through the contents of that chest while we're at it. Changping placed it by the water wheel. Are you kidding? Beidou can handle her liquor. Come on, let's go.
This is a pretty good, whatever you call that, lip smack in motion.
So, I've been thinking. Everyone seems to trust me enough to let me have the final word on their disputes. But don't you think some of my solutions can be a little stupid? You can laugh, I don't mind. Take Changping and Defu's wrangling over that chest, for instance. I had no clue who it should belong to, so I just came up with this stupid idea of taking it for myself. At least that way, neither of them would feel like it was unfair. But, I mean, I'm no Ningguang. I can't make a perfect deal every time. And I'm no Yanfei either. Not all my judgment calls are going to be 100% fair and square. I am Beidou, and my strength is in trading favors. You think I should be more selective? Some people think their favors are so valuable that they need to plan out how and when to use them to maximize the return on their investment. They view the favor as a bargaining chip.
Indeed.
Others see doing favors as a burden. Not worth anything in monetary terms and prone to getting you locked in a cycle of constantly returning the favor back and forth.
Indeed.
But the way I see it, favors are what keep people connected to one another. Over thousands of years, the people of Liyue have created bonds between each other by doing someone a favor here and asking for a favor there. This means that no individual is truly on their own out there. When someone falls down, there's an invisible net made of human connections, waiting to catch them and get them back on their feet.
Well, that's not
Over the years,
always
I've
true.
come to owe favors to a great many people, and many other people have come to owe me one. These are the countless bonds between us, like so many fish in the sea. And they're the reason that the Crux and I have survived the countless hardships we faced. I believe that if there ever comes a day when the world is overrun by monsters, Liyue's legal system collapses and the land is thrust back into an age of war, it's these bonds that will see us all through the dark days ahead.
Well, I don't
until
know
we come out
about
on the other side.
all of that, but your god who produces all the money in the world is no longer doing his job.
I'm not saying that. But either way, we have a pretty firm bond between us already, don't you think? Was this wind brewed in a winery? It's making me lightheaded. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something we were literally just talking about. Oh, yeah, the chest! Oh, I got so immersed in our conversation that I forgot all about the main event. Come on, let's open it up and see what's inside.
Here's old rotten cabbage.
Oh, that's it? A whole lot of nothing? It's not exactly what I was looking for, but you know what? I don't care. The fun part was going on a treasure hunt with you. Come on, let's get back to the party. Tonight, we go big before we go home.
There's a nice scenic picture there. I always hit the damn wrong button. Okay. She only has 5 endings. So. And yeah, I mentioned it before, but I don't understand the point of the heart system in these hangouts anymore because they like never increase and never decrease. Alright, we have a split here. Oh man. Ah. Is there not a way to fast travel to her? Oh, shit, I forgot. You can teleport to the Alcor. Oh, I'm a dumbass. That's okay. You all yelled at me. It's okay.
So after we dropped you off in Rito, we found we searched the wreckage. At first, I thought it would, but after a closer look, I realized it was, nothing like
I don't know if
that.
that
As
matters.
for its, I'd say it. So I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right? Is that right? Well,
I don't know
here's
if that
the
one
map. See what you can make of
matters
it.
Yes, this is clearly the
So,
Guili
where do you think it is?
Plains.
Guili Plains.
Guili.
Huh, I never would have gotten that. How can you tell? Oh, okay then. So you do live up to the hype. I can't believe you noticed that. You sure have an eye for detail. Let's head over there and take a look. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Man, I would have just been like, I have no fucking idea, Beidou. What is this scribble scrabble you have sent me? Hold on, controller's acting up. There we go.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Certainly rouses the spirit.
It should be around here, right? Hmm? Who are they? Oh, it's a bunch of treasure hoarders. I guess the treasure's for real then. There are quite a few of them. If things go south and fists start flying, stay behind me.
Excuse me?
I'm more than a match for these amateurs.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Keep digging, boys! Once we have our hands on the treasure, everyone gets a share!
You can all hold it right there!
Huh? Who's that barking orders?
Golden
Do you know who you're up against
alligator.
here? Keep going if you got a death wish. What the? It's Captain Beidou. Run, boys, run!
Nobody move.
Crack more
Captain
knuckles.
Beidou, Lord of the Ocean. This is all my fault. I didn't know who I was up against. I don't have a death wish. I swear. I got a big mouth is all. It's always saying things it shouldn't. I swear I'll wash it out with soap the moment I get back. Please, have mercy. Will you spare us? Well, spare them, at least. These guys are just trying to put food in their mouths. They'd never hurt a soul. If you need to take anyone, take me. Please, let them go. It was me that disrespected you. They never did and never would.
Is that right? Fine. Seems like you've got a heart in there somewhere, seeing how you treat your crew. I'll let you off the hook this time. Get out of here!
Thank you, Captain Beidou. Thank you.
Wait.
Yes? What else might the merciful and mighty Beidou require?
This treasure's still up for grabs. The Crux fleet honors the rule of first come, first served. You found it first, so name your price. I can't have any rumors going around about Captain Beidou stealing other people's treasure, can I?
What?
Captain Beidou, we wouldn't dare take more from you. Take the treasure as an apology for my foolish words. Please, take it. Please.
Oh? Well, if you insist. I accept your kind offer, and I'll make you one in return. You don't seem like terrible folks, so let me help you get onto the right track. If you want to mend your ways and put all this behind you, the Crux can probably arrange some odd jobs in the port for you. It'd be humble work, but at least it'd get you on your feet and making an honest living. A much better deal than what you've got going now, if you ask me.
Wow, thank you, Captain Beidou. On behalf of me and all my boys.
To be
Let's see what
perfectly
we've got in
honest,
here.
most of the treasure hoarders
This isn't what we're looking for. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find it.
are just trying to find some random treasure out in, the wild. One claimed it. They're not doing anything wrong. That entire exchange was kind of meaningless. But, whatever.
Those rocks look kind of weird.
You don't
Let's see if
say.
there's anything there. Let's keep looking.
Oh, she knows how to play Genshin Impact, I see.
What are those hilly trolls digging for? Wait, actually, I've heard they sometimes dig for buried treasure. Let's go take a closer look.
I don't have a great way of dealing with barriers on this team.
One with nature.
Whoa, he's on my pillar.
Solidify.
I really wish her thing would proc on shields.
Nope, not here either. Now that we've searched all the places of interest in this area and come up with nothing, you got any ideas?
Why would she know? She gave you the map.
It's
Captain Beidou! Captain Beidou!
Huh? Hey, what brings you back here?
Captain Beidou! Actually, we've just been wandering around nearby. We didn't go far, because we were thinking about what you said and...
Nod.
Well, me and the boys decided we're ready to move away from all of this and get on the straight and narrow.
Oh? Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely sure.
Okay then. But I'll warn you right now, you won't have it easy. It might just be menial work in the port, but in the eyes of the general public, you'll be associates of the Crux. So there'll be a grueling test you have to go through before you can start.
I understand. Truth be told, Captain, it's only because it's you, the mighty and honorable Captain Beidou. If it had been anyone else, I don't think I'd have listened. And since you made us this kind offer, I'd like to ask, if I might be so bold, is there any hope at all for us to become full members of the Crux in the future? Even the tiniest shred of hope?
Well, there's no place in the Crux for delusions of grandeur, that's for sure. But then again, everybody has to start somewhere. So, it comes down to you. If you manage to impress me and earn the respect of my crew, then yeah, nothing's impossible.
Thank you, Captain Beidou. Thank you 1,000 times over. I couldn't help but notice you were searching for something else. It still hasn't turned up?
Why? Do you have any clues?
We heard about 2 treasures, both in Guili Plains. We were still looking for the first one when you found us. So maybe the other one might be what you're looking for.
Where is that?
Not too far from here, but I'm just not sure of the exact location. All the info we got about this treasure came from the black market. The answer's hidden inside a poem which goes like this. Drunkenly I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyon stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. As for the ruins long forsaken part, I do know of some ruins near here, but beyond that line, I don't... I'm just not smart enough.
So a treasure clue hidden in a poem, huh? Don't worry, we got this. See my friend here? If they taught treasure hunting as an art form, you'd probably be calling her Grandmaster. This kind of thing's a piece of cake for her. Am I right?
They actually used her. They always just say traveler. I have no interest in being a grandmaster of anything.
Okay then. Let's start by heading to the site and surveying the scene. Maybe we'll find some other clues over there.
Okay, come on boys, you heard the captain. Lead the way.
Is this set? Whoosh.
These are the long forsaken ruins from the poem. Apparently they were once full of treasure. But judging by the state of them now, it's probably long gone.
It seems that we need to dig deeper into this poem. Drunkenly, I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyon stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. Do you have any ideas? Somewhere you can see the ruins from. So somewhere not too far from here? Yeah, and maybe the shadow cast by the tree is supposed to hint at something.
Oh, I got it! This guy fell asleep and woke up just before sunset.
Dusk and the shadow of a red-leaved tree. I think we can work with that. Let's take a look around. I think we're getting close.
One. Good old reliable controller stick is acting up. What's up?
Found it! At long last, the treasure is finally in our hands. A check from the Northland Bank. You really came through. We found the spot in no time. Without your help, I don't think I ever would have gotten my hands on it.
It's just sticking out of the ground, like...
To us, this is just a check that you can exchange at Northland Bank for some Mora. But to some people, it's of huge importance. When I found the treasure map, it was tightly sealed inside a small bottle along with a letter. I'll let you read it for yourself. Finished?
No. Give me a moment. I can read fast, but come on.
Yeah, I can't fault him for what he did, but the way things turned out, all I can say is life is unpredictable. Well, let's fulfill his final wish by taking this check to where it belongs.
Unpredictable indeed. Take it to where it belongs, but you want me to go right over here? Should shave some time from the trip. Are there any of those weird things on the beach that give you the pearls? Golden crab, baby. My pet collection grows. Should I only have one of each?
Well,
Probably.
this is it. Oh, boys, it's time for your first job. Give this check to the old lady who lives in that wooden hut. Tell her it's a welfare payment from the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, boss.
What's up? I see.
Not my
But
sakura
you only find
blooms.
sakura blooms in certain places, right? It must have been quite a bit of work collecting all these, surely. Let's just pick one, huh? One's enough to show that you care. You've already helped me out so much today. Okay, off you go then. Take her the sakura bloom along with the check. And if she asks, tell her, your child in a faraway land sends his best wishes.
Sort of bittersweet, huh? Okay. That's 2, and that was both treasure hunts. Whoops. Let's go eat food with Sayu again. There was no deviation on these paths, so we're gonna not go on a treasure hunt this time. Ugh.
Well, would you...
Ahoy there,
Would you
Trappy.
look at that?
That's what I
We're
heard.
gonna
Captain's got
heckle
quite
my
the eye
ass
for people.
again.
Look at you being so...
I've heard that they tell
That was the
stories about
same.
you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty
That's right. Wow, I'm gonna Hey, what?
I was
You
worried you'd
say
be too
we
busy to
arm
show up.
wrestle.
Oh,
1 second.
Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew. Yeah, come on.
She's on board, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it goes.
No doubt about
But then again, so should a hero really... Well, if that were...
Right.
Remember, isn't that why every...
Yes?
I guess I almost forgot.
Just be sure...
Yeah, we have to pick
I'm
the
glad you came.
first option.
Welcome back aboard.
Alright, there were these.
Hey, don't mention it. As a host, it would be pretty embarrassing to continue letting my guests be put on the spot like that. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's as the head of the... But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just... Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you. Both your strength
Okay.
and
I wasn't
your
sure
character.
if we heard that already
So
or it
please,
was new.
don't take it the wrong way.
I think we heard that. We had to have heard that.
Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for new crew members while we're back. It'll be a first-rate chance to learn the life of a sailor. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
No treasure hunt in this universe. Have a taste of sailor training.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux.
The vision of the crux, the spear.
That's right. You catch on quick. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you?
The shield.
As I expected. You have a will to protect others.
Don't worry, we'll do the
There
other
are
one
2
too.
main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment. As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology, etc. You can go learn about these skills from Yinxing, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields. Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate the knowledge of the crew. If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people. Go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later. I look forward to seeing how you do.
Hey, give me just 1 second.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Ahoy there, mateys.
Hello, traveler. I'm Yinxing, the Crux's surgeon at sea. Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. I deal with it all, from seasickness and common colds to amputations and everything in between. Oh, I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then. Let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face?
Getting seasick.
That can certainly be a problem at sea, but it's not the biggest danger. The most dangerous thing for a newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine at sea as well.
Makes
Those
sense.
are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment. We have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies, all kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation and the lack of entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal.
That's the need for amputations.
Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Well, that's not surprising. Most newcomers think the same way. But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think that's enough for you to think over for now.
So weird.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
Like you can see my stick resets the camera back.
Are you concerned about them? No wonder Captain Beidou thinks you're different.
We're
There must be more
smiling.
to you than just your strength.
So
if you can convince Mora Grubber to show you the books, you'll see there is a regular fixed cost titled Convalescence Payments and Incapacity Support for Injured Crew Members. Regardless of the fleet's income, those who have fought alongside us will certainly receive their compensation every year. Some of those that have returned to land have started small businesses, while others have chosen to go out traveling the world. The money is intended to allow them to live their lives as freely as possible. I'm sure being based on land helps a lot with that too. Still, we can't pretend like it solves everything. They call them life-changing injuries for a reason, you know. But if nothing else, it's good to know that while Captain Beidou is in charge of the Crux, no one will get forgotten. Is there anything else you would like to know?
I was trying to get the camera under this.
Captain Beidou? Well, out of everyone I've met, she probably values people's lives and safety the most. Although I'm just a doctor, Beidou has given me the full authority to send any newcomers who I don't see as fit for service off the ship, until they are ready to come back with the right attitude. Every time we're stocking up before a voyage, medicine takes top priority. I'm even allowed to choose the suppliers, regardless of the price. We have adequate budget for medical expenses. Do you know what Morgrubber, our bookkeeper, calls this? A significant financial risk. But Beidou knows the importance of having a healthy crew. That's why she has authorized me regardless. She places her full trust in me and believes that I can solve these problems. Of course, I have proven her right. So, to answer your question, that's how she thinks. Is there anything else you would like to know? Well, my pleasure. Okay, let's leave it there then. Be sure to take good care of your health.
Brush your teeth twice a day.
Be sure to take good care.
Oh, she said yourself that time, not your health that time. Consult Hui Xing, the navigator. I see Beidou's over here too. Hold on.
I can't wait to see how you perform.
We're supposed to be dating Beidou.
Time to go.
Sorry about earlier, Traveler. We were so caught up on getting you to join the fleet that we didn't notice we were going a little overboard. Good thing the captain stepped in.
Can never get the perspective we want. Camera doesn't want to be behind objects, ever.
Oh! Well, in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. You're looking at the most talented navigator in Liyue Harbor. I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailors. Feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. Let's start with what to look for when you get a set of complicated charts. First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines, islands or reefs, water depths, hydrological conditions, and other hazards. With these features in mind, you can answer the basic question of, can I chart a safe course through this area? Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between 2 points. The most advanced nautical charts come with a supplementary chart, which has different colored lines marked on it to indicate distances. It's worth mentioning that under my direction, the Crux is using these advanced kinds of charts. Some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be very difficult to interpret. Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for me. Some of these charts are really old and have symbols that I've never seen before. But if we don't decipher them, we will certainly miss many secrets of the sea. Fortunately, we have the captain with us. She managed to find some ancient books on semiotics that I can use to study the charts further. I don't think anyone other than our captain could manage to get these kinds of resources. Old charts and ancient books on semiotics are not the kinds of things that are sold in your average marketplace. Oops, I've gotten off topic. Well, that just about covers the basics of chart reading. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, I've only attained a smattering of knowledge in that area. The charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left by the previous navigator. So my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect changes in the sea. I think you can ask Captain Beidou more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake. It wasn't long before we turned the fleet around and returned the way we came out for fear of potential hazards. But Captain Beidou still managed to draft a simple chart of the area we sailed through for if and when we explore the area again. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see that the captain could even do cartography.
This is a rude question.
Because I have the talent, and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. She treats the whole crew that way. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told me to wise up, saying that even Rex Lapis never fights alone. She wants everyone on board to master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her alone. That way, if the day ever comes when she's no longer with the fleet, we will still be able to sail onward without her. Captain Beidou may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? My pleasure. A friend of Captain Beidou is a friend of mine.
Just thinking about that day. Zhu Lui Shi. Are you up top? Motherfucker. There's no easy way of getting to you. But we have Kadehara Kazuha. Which, it's kind of too bad you don't see Kazuha here. Is this what this guy has to do when he climbs up to the crow's nest? He has to, like, stop and take a break on the sail, which would probably not be a good idea. The sail beams are not designed to support your weight.
Hello, traveler. Are you here to learn about marine meteorology? In my line of work, I've got to have a pair of sharp eyes. I saw the captain showing you around the training grounds, and then you went to see Yingxing and Huixing. So I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the life of a crew member. Okay, let's get started. First, I'll introduce you to the basics of meteorology. Marine meteorology basically means keeping tabs on the weather as well as other ocean phenomena, so things like sea fog, storm surges, water spouts, and so on. These are all potential threats to safe navigation. Luckily, whatever weather might be coming up, there's always some kind of sign that gives it away in advance. Take water spouts, for example. They're caused by high-speed rotating winds on the surface of the ocean. They can engulf large ships and do immense damage. But if you know that water spouts can only form in an environment with high temperature, high humidity, and large clouds, then you can be well prepared. You will be even more alert if you also know that the presence of winds blowing in opposite directions, with a significant difference in speed, is a direct precursor to the formation of water spouts. And most importantly, if you spot a small white vortex emerging from the clouds, you should immediately notify the crew to steer clear of what's ahead. So there you go. Those are the warning signs of water spouts. I am proud to say that over the years, I haven't let a single one sneak up on my watch. I've got to confess, I learned almost everything I know from the captain. All the stuff about meteorology that I just told you about, she's the real expert. Do you know the small fishing village next to Wangshu Inn? I heard that when Captain Beidou was a kid, she worked there fishing. Later, she made her way to the harbor where she struggled to make a living. Growing up in an environment like that, it's no wonder she knows everything about the sea. When I first came on board, I lived every day wallowing in doubt, wondering if my former career as a sailor was all just a waste. But as I gradually learned some new things and became more experienced, I finally realized what makes the Crux so great. After all, not every fleet has the uncrowned Lord of the Ocean as their leader. I feel lucky just to have joined. Find me anytime if you want to know more.
Alright. Time to get down. Oos.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it'd take you a while longer. So, what did you think? Now you know that the Shield of the Crux is not such an easy job. Let's get started. First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain sailing. Injuries and illnesses happen all the time. But what is the single biggest danger facing crew members? Is that your final answer? All right, on to the second question. As you've just learned, the fleet plots its route using nautical charts. The charts used by the Crux have additional charts attached. The supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added reference. What is the purpose of these lines? Okay, interesting.
I like the bottom
Now,
left
last
answer
question.
though.
On longer voyages, we have to be especially careful to avoid certain weather hazards that pose a threat to the integrity of the ship and the lives of the crew. For example, waterspouts. So my question is, how can we reliably predict waterspouts so we can avoid them?
Something temperature. When the sea drake says a water spout is coming, it's coming. And he says a water spout is coming, it's coming. I don't remember which one of these.
Okay, those are all my questions. Do you want to know how you did?
Tell me.
Now then, let's see. Out of these 3 questions, you got a total of 2 correct answers.
Typical.
Not bad. After all, you didn't have much time to prepare. Plenty of people get through their whole training and still don't do this well. It seems that your survival know-how is now up to the standard required of qualified crew members. Time to move on. Next up, we have some Shield of the Crux recreational programs for you. Don't worry, all our recreational activities are respectable and, above board. You need to realize that being out at sea might be fun for the first few days while everything's new, but before too long, looking at the same old sea every day and being so isolated from everything can really cause people to struggle mentally. That is why regular recreational activities are an absolute necessity. We offer a lot of fun courses for our newcomer training, including fishing, photography, chess. Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer poetry and music appreciation, as well as communal wind listening. Each newcomer has to participate in at least one, so that they've got some way of keeping themselves occupied at sea further down the line. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands, that can be arranged. Well, for today at least, let's stick to the training schedule drawn up by Juza. If I remember correctly, it should be photography today. Come on, I'll show you.
It's a picture snappy day. Picture snappy.
Listen up, everyone can go back and call it a day. The photography session has been postponed.
What's going on here, Juza?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over in class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite the multi-talented one, aren't you? In that case, why don't you help us out and lead the class today?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no time to schedule anything else instead. It would be great if the Traveler could step in as the teacher for the day.
It's up to you, Traveler. Great, it's settled then. Juza, let's muster everyone over here to meet the new teacher.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be everyone. Take it away, Traveler. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems like you already have someone in mind. So, who will it be?
I mean, this is the obvious answer. We're gonna put Jizo on the spot.
Oh, me? You can't be serious. If a bad picture of a guy like me gets to the crew, I'm sure everyone will blame the photographer for doing a bad job. I'm just thinking about your reputation here, Traveler. You'd better find someone else.
Like
how about Captain
threat.
Beidou? I think she would be great.
Sounds like a threat,
So,
man.
who will it be?
Huh? Me? Oh, actually, I just remembered that the legs of these new chairs I purchased are a bit too long, so I should go take care of that immediately. Anyway, I can't do it. I have things to do.
You wouldn't be
I really
here
should get
if you
going.
couldn't do
So,
it.
who will it be?
I'm trying to spare you, Beidou, but your crew's full of shit.
Look at the horizon. There's a storm brewing in the distance. But on a day like this, how is it possible? I guess I need to keep a good lookout today. Of course I can, but I think that's enough multitasking without adding modeling to the list too.
So, who will it be?
Oh, it's gonna be the best looking person here.
Me? well, we could do that. Or, Stone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be a pity to not capture the scenery for posterity. So how about we snap Stone Forest for today's class? Then there'd be no need for a model.
Come on, Captain. We talked about this. The photography class is supposed to be portrait photography. Have you forgotten?
Yeah,
Scenery looks nice at first, but it gets boring after a while. I bet it'd keep the crew more entertained if we got them learning portrait photography so they could record moments in each other's daily lives.
At least
Those were
Jesus
your
had
exact
the
words,
best
Captain.
excuse to get out. He's just like, man, I don't
know. Strange. I don't seem to remember anything about
like, you're
that.
fine, handsome
Well,
gentleman,
then in that
Jesus,
case,
but
how about
whatever.
Huixing? I bet she's perfect for the camera. Or Fuzhong. Or Mora Grubber. Even little Yue.
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. This isn't like you. You are the captain, after all. Of all of us, you're the best suited to being a model.
I
agree.
agree.
Nice
You were the one who
back
invited
there.
the Traveler to be the teacher, so you should cooperate, Captain. Besides, Captain, you've never had your photo taken. It's high time you got one. You know, a heroic and striking kind of picture. We can even use it to promote the fleet during recruitment.
Real funny, guys.
You are the best candidate, but trust
Well,
me, not your crew.
If you say so. I'm not one to spoil the fun. So, what do I do now, Traveler?
Just strike an epic pose.
Like this? You're kidding, right? I've never had my photo taken before, but something this simple shouldn't be a challenge for me. It must be the lighting or something. You've got it wrong. I never said that. You mean go somewhere else, then bring the final photo back as teaching material?
Sounds good to me. That's a good idea, isn't it, guys?
The lighting may still be a problem. But I'm open to persuasion. If you have a suitable place in mind, I can consider it. Just to be clear, I won't necessarily agree. It depends on the place you have in mind.
My place, I mean,
A view overlooking Liyue Harbor, huh? Sounds nice, but on second thought, I don't have any love for a lifeless gadget like the camera. I'd prefer to be having fun together with my crew. I guess I'm used to that rowdy bunch. So I think we can just forget the whole modeling thing for now. Sorry about that. I guess I'll owe you a favor.
I got the bad ending. Beady-boo. Wow, it just ended. Why does it say go? Oh, I see. The photography crew. Beidou backed out. What a coward.
Time to go.
Alright, we do this again.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh?
I guess I can try
First
the
of
other
all,
option
but what
on
is
this one.
Is that your... As you've just learned, the supplementary chart... Okay, on longer voyages. So
Now,
my
I
question...
swear this guy talked about the temperature of the thing, and it's just not here.
Okay, so I gotta say, each time I think I've wrapped, you got them all. Okay then.
I probably
Now
should've
it's
skipped
time to
that.
apply that endless talent of yours to learning some new recreational activities. You need to realize,
'cause these
looking at
failed,
the
they're
same,
not
that is why
marked as
we offer a lot of fun.
checked.
Oh, and thank each newcomer. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling, see, if I
I'll
remember.
just pick the same options. Time
to go.
Listen up, everyone.
What's going on here?
Oh, Captain. Well,
I see.
We must
in that case,
yeah, it would be great if
it's up to you, traveler.
Up to
Great,
me.
it's settled.
That's
Yes,
right.
Captain.
We'll convince you.
Okay, that's one. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. So, who will it be?
We'll just go to
Me?
you.
Guyenstone Fort. So how about...
Come on, scenery. Those were your.
Well, then, or... Fushia.
Seriously, Cap? You are the captain.
I agree. Besides,
I
Cap, we can
agree.
even.
Well,
Trust of
so,
me.
what do I do now, traveler? It must be the lighting. I never said. You mean?
Sounds good.
The light. But I'm just. Well, Miaoguang Shoal is pretty relaxing. But if I want to enjoy the ocean breeze, why don't I just stay on board the Alcor and enjoy the breeze with my crew? That'd be more fun if you ask me. So, I think we can just
Damn
forget
it,
the
they're
whole
all
modeling
dead
thing for
ends.
now.
I
Sorry
think
about
she
that.
won't model for us. Beep-a-dee-doo. I mean, I have to try the third one, right?
Listen up, everyone.
Oh,
Go back
you
and
can
call
come
it.
back
going
here
on here?
faster,
Captain.
huh?
There you. Well, Captain.
I see.
I had no idea.
Oh? In that case,
Yeah, it would
Actually,
be great.
it's up to you, traveler. Great.
How did I
it's
get
settled.
to the
Yes,
part
Captain.
that I got to previously?
Okay, that's one. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair
Let's
enough.
see what happens if we
who will
just
it be?
tell her to smile.
Me? Guyenstone Fort. So how about...
Come on, scenery looks. Those were your
Well, then, or... Fush.
Seriously, Cap? You are the captain.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even
The
use.
Celine's captain. You trust your crew.
Well, if you say so.
That's the same.
So, what do I do now, traveler?
Smile and be happy.
Like... this? You're kidding, right? I've never had... It must be... the lighting or something. You've got it wrong. I never said that. You mean go somewhere else, then bring the fun?
Sounds
So
good
those are
to
all
me.
the same.
But I'm... Oh, just...
It says poorly against the
fishing village near Wangshu Inn? That place is deserted now, isn't it?
Damn, I didn't know that.
How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map.
Apparently, I didn't pay attention to this key piece of information.
I'm surprised that you'd remember such a trivial detail.
Yeah, I did.
He's right, though. I did live there for a while. And now that you've mentioned it, it's given me the urge to go back and take a look around. Well then, let's go. We can take this opportunity to pay my old home a visit.
If you say so. Okay. It adds up. She'll go to the fishing village, but she won't go anywhere else. Excuses, excuses. I have to remember that thing has huge range. Also, you know what? Okay, never mind. I was gonna kill that because I need more of those things. What do you mean it can't be captured? What about Frog? That sucks. The Froggy disappeared.
It's certainly seen better days. It was never that impressive, but at least back in the day, it was a lively village and home to several families. I wonder how long these last few old houses will remain standing. Nothing as dramatic as you might think. A few small incidents occurred, and then people began to leave. Come on, let's take a walk around. People used to call this place Downriver because the villagers apparently moved here from a place called Upriver. With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now Upriver is long gone, and Downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. To Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name. You're right. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I first arrived here. I was homeless and had to wander around the streets. I remember finally managing to find half a rice bun, but then a stray dog jumped out and snatched it away from me. Half a rice bun was not something I was willing to give up so easily at the time, so I chased it all the way to this neighborhood. Then a few fishermen saw us running and stopped me. They were kind enough to give me some food. Seeing me stop, the dog also stopped running. But straight away it keeled over and never got up again. Maybe it was too tired, or maybe it had starved to death. I went over and saw that the dog still had the half rice bun in its mouth. It didn't let go even at the very end. Poor thing. Had I known the dog was so weak, I would have let it take that half rice bun. I could tell they were wary of me at first. I was the dirty little kid who had just chased a dog to death over some scraps of food. But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home. That's how I ended up staying here.
Is that an unopened treasure chest in the background? Under the dock?
Do you know what the name Beidou means? Come on, I'll explain along the way.
Hold on, Beidou.
About a year or two after I arrived, the village chief fell ill during the winter and passed away.
Talk.
Brings a smile to my face.
It brings a smile to
Time
my
to go.
face. I didn't mean to be rude, but you know, you would understand.
During that same period, the harvest was getting worse, and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was bad luck. They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault.
Damn.
I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beidou. Then some of the villagers started shouting and drove me out of the village. They shouted, "Nando controls life. Beidou controls death. Beidou controls death." Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. It wasn't until then that I realized that Beidou was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. This is the old house of the village chief.
Cool backstory.
I bet he never expected that the little girl he took in would grow up to be seen as a curse that brought about the village's total destruction. What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess. You got to Inazuma and the Electro Archon's Gnosis was taken as well? Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale than I ever could.
That make you feel better
Oh,
now.
I get it. You're trying to convince me that I'm not cursed. I appreciate it, and I'll take it. Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed, and the ones who get swept away in the wind are the fledgling birds who couldn't hack it. I, for one, have never encountered a storm I couldn't weather. But your journey's far from over, isn't it? Just remember, there's no telling what else you might encounter in this vast world. So if you ever find some idiot trying to brand you as a scapegoat just because you're the one who lived to tell the tale, tell them Captain Beidou demands to have the honor along with you. Remember, you'll always have the captain of the Crux to back you up wherever you go. Two cursed scapegoats banding together for survival. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but at the same time, I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you.
I wanted to question
Okay,
if
it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher?
Beidou even knows what a gnosis is. It's not common knowledge, is it?
Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done while you can before I change my mind. So, do I need to strike a pose?
Something a little flirtatious.
What? The nerve! What do you think this is? I don't want to do this whole modeling thing. Hey, cut it out. No more pictures.
Had to. Very charming. Excellent. See, now we have to go get the other one. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. How do you... How did I access... I don't know how I quickly access this chart and then continued the storyline. Might have to
Here
skip
we are.
through. Oh, okay.
This is the old house of... I bet he never expected... What do you mean?
So
Is
we
that...
can
And let me
skip through
guess.
some stuff.
I appreciate it. Let's not forget that I, for one, that your journey's far. So if you ever find some remember, you'll... I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have... Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher? Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done while you can before I change my mind. So, do I need to...
Strike a pose.
All right. How about this?
Start taking photos.
How about this pose?
That is a very Beidou pose, Beidou. Wah. We need a nice somber view of the Wangshu Inn, the mountain in the background, and the thing in the sky. She has the Adepti watching over her and all that jazz.
So, is it done yet? Please don't tell me that it looks weird.
You're born to be a model, darling.
Show me.
Only if you promise to give it back.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Now give it here.
Sure, whatever. Whatever, she says. Whatever.
Yes. I see. All right. On behalf of the Crux, thank you very much for your photography class today. You've been an excellent teacher, and I couldn't be more satisfied. Now, as captain of the Crux, I am exercising my official right to requisition this photograph for future promotion and recruitment purposes. So I'm afraid I'll be holding on to this That's fine with you, though, right?
No, it's my private photo of you, Beidou. That's a good one. Pudgy is squidgy. We don't need to do that. Alright, one more. One more, we're almost done. And then I'll probably just take a break here. Oh crap, there's actually 2 directions to go. We'll try... You know what? I wonder if the test leads to the same outcome. What was this one? I guess I'll have to find out. Can you teleport me there? Hold up. Collapse, abandon hangout. Now I wish to transportate. I see, I can continue playing that. These ones. That's weird. But we have to go back here. I guess it's a major split. Alright.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more special. One team will learn they will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. The Vision of the Crux. Oh, we don't have that many visions, kid. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's So, what do you think? You truly are an adventurer at heart. Let's start with the fundamentals for any armed crew member. Basic boat handling. Follow me.
Alright.
These are some older skirmish boats that we keep on the Alcor as backup. Although they've been made redundant by newer models now, they're still fully kitted out. They're perfect for when we need to do simulated battles as part of crew training. Disappointed? So this isn't quite on the scale that you had in mind, huh? To be honest, the Alcor going into battle is the last thing I'd ever want to see. In fact, out of all the confrontations we've ever had, almost all were resolved by negotiation. Only when negotiations fail do we consider deploying our armed fighters and skirmish boats, and they alone are enough to handle most situations. The only reason the Alcor would ever need to open fire would be if it were a fight to the death. The Alcor serves only 2 purposes: to deter or to destroy. We are an armed fleet with a strong sense of justice, not war-hungry lunatics. We're very careful about determining when to use force and exactly what level of force to use. All of this to say that mastering a small attack craft is quite enough for new crew members. Do you have any experience piloting small armed vessels?
It's nice you get to live in a world where you can pull that off, huh?
You mean you can do the jobs of a helmsman and a gunner simultaneously? Wow, that's quite an achievement. Even in the Crux, there are few who can do that. Seems like you're a natural. In that case, I'll skip the basics on how to operate your craft. The goal of this exercise is simple. Steer your skirmish boat along the prescribed route and return here within the time limit. You can start when you're ready. I'll be waiting here so I can observe your skills.
Ah, very good.
Start whenever you're ready. Don't keep me waiting too long. Show me how it's done.
Can do. Yes, I be a boating all the time, indeed. Actually, we haven't done it in a while. Skirmish boat challenge. Who set all this up? Didn't realize they were refilling my shit. Keep firing. I want to collect all the things. We do a perfect. We do a not perfect. Oh yeah, right. How do I just abandon ship. I don't think, I mean, someone's gotta go get that again. If I was the Traveler, I never would have thought to do that at the end.
Nicely done. That was a joy to watch. Perfect timing on the turns, you kept your craft stable on the straightaway. It was like watching a well-rehearsed show. All right. It's high time I introduced you to some of the more serious business that the Crux takes on. Come with me. We're going to Liyue Harbor.
I'm gonna argue with Ningguang. I hope. Also, what was that sound effect? That was weird. I don't know what that sound effect was. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Oof. So have you guys seen the
You may be aware that as an armed fleet, the Crux is kind of like the maritime equivalent of a guard for hire. We work as an armed carrier, earning our keep by successfully delivering the goods entrusted to us from A to B. Aside from that, though, there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading in certain kinds of goods.
Her name is really
Hey,
Warwick
my
Rubber.
hotshot accountant. Nice of you to join us.
Cut it out, boss. Juza sent me here with a message. He says preparations are now underway. If you give me the all clear, I'll head straight over.
Okay. Be careful. Well, she has something to take care of. Mora Grubber was right, though. The other important side to our business, the less official side, is doing exactly what merchants do. Importing here, exporting there. The only difference between us and regular merchants is that our transactions aren't entirely above board. You'll see what I mean by that shortly. I'm taking you to see one such transaction for yourself. Come on, let's go meet our trading partner for the day.
Wouldn't it be quite the twist? You get to this part, and then she's like human trafficking or something really extreme like that. We could run cycle you got there, Beidou. This is that instant turnaround. Are you following? Are you following? Make sure you're following me.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Catch it while you can!
What do you have?
Hello there! Here at Nay's Professional Fishmongers, we've got everything you could ask for. So what do you need?
I want a bass head with all the teeth removed. If there's a single tooth in there, I don't want it.
Ah! You know bass have pharyngeal teeth, right? In the throat? How do you expect me to get all those out?
Then I'll have a bass trunk with 2 swim bladders. Again, if it's short by 1 swim bladder, it's not the bass I want.
You're not making this easy for me. 1 bass means 1 swim bladder. Afraid that's not up to me.
Okay, then I'll take a bass tail with scales that are yellow on the outside, black on the inside. Also, it's gotta have a total of 81 scales. That's 7 times 7, no more, no less.
What kind of fish scales are yellow outside and black inside? You sure this is a fish you're talking about? In any case, you can try all you want, but 7 times 7 is never gonna get you 81. Pardon my asking, but you're not a fish expert, are you? I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have any of the things you're looking for. Look, I'm a professional. So are most of the people I serve. I can accommodate anything they ask for. Seems you two are amateurs. So I'm sorry.
Amateurs.
But you'll have to go someplace else.
Anywhere you'd recommend?
Like I said, Nay's Professional Fishmongers is for professionals. For amateurs, the place to go to would be Wise Amateur Fishmongers.
I bet you're wondering why that guy was saying he didn't have what we wanted. That was just the first step in the transaction to confirm our identity. The real deal will come later.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Catch it while you can!
It was all a dog and pony show, or whatever the turn of phrasing is. Horse and pony? Come on, Beidou. Actually, I wish I ran at the speed you ran at. Look at this shit. It's just gaining mileage on me.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the ministry.
But she doesn't run faster than this.
Fresh seafood! Fresh seafood! Come take a look!
Is this Wise Amateur Fishmongers?
That's the one. We have all kinds of amateur stuff here. The more amateur, the more of it we got. What would you like?
This sounds
We'd
so
like a bass head.
stupid.
No problem. Ours are all toothless, mind you.
And a bass trunk.
Oh, no problem. I'll stick an extra swim bladder in there for you. On the house.
And a tail.
Sure thing. I'll paint the scales yellow on the outside and black on the inside, so you can tell at a glance, this ain't no ordinary fishtail.
The scales add up to 81.
If it's 7 times 7 you want, I can do you 81, 138, or even 648. It's up to you.
Great. I like your style. We have a deal.
As a military guy
Appreciate
just
your
walks by.
patronage. Please, take your order to our warehouse manager over there. A real amateur if I've ever met one. Proud to have you as a customer. No, we don't have the fish here. All fish sold at Wise Amateur Fishmongers are still swimming in the sea. Once we get the order in from the customer, we go fish it out for them. The warehouse handles that side of things. Pay first, then we bring you the goods. That way you get the freshest catch.
Haha. I like these guys.
Fresh seafood.
Also, like, Beidou's just, zipping all
Are
over.
you two here to collect your order, huh, Beidou?
Yes, sir. We're here about that bass.
Mr. Iron
I
Abacus.
didn't expect you to come in person, but we still need to follow procedure. The bass you want is not a standard specimen. Our fishermen need to wait for the right moment to catch it. You know the rules, I take it?
Of course.
Oh, well, as you know, timing and location are everything when it comes to fishing. You have to wait till all the conditions are just right. That means the tide, the moon, and the wind. So, let me ask you this. When will the tide come in?
The fishing song will sound out at midnight.
How drunk will the moon be before the party's over?
It won't stop while the Star of Death shines.
I see, yes. Which way will the sea breeze be blowing?
The breeze should be bound for Guyan.
All right, then. Well received. I'll go and make arrangements.
Great. I think that wraps up everything we needed to do in Liyue Harbor. Let's head back and wait for the delivery. The three people we just met are our business partners. Nay's professional fishmongers and Y's amateur fishmongers are just cover names. The bass, obviously, is the code name for the goods. The numbers of teeth, swim bladders, and scales all represent different specifications. Meanwhile, the conversation I had with the warehouse keeper was the instructions for the deal itself. Let me translate it for you. Tonight at midnight, the deal will take place in Guyanstone Forest. The Alcor will wait there as long as needed. As for what the actual goods are, well, you'll see tonight. What if I were to say yes? What would you do then?
Give me a fight sentence, yeah.
Thank you. But don't worry, everything will be fine.
I thought that'd be the best
I deeply value
one
you
to
as a
say.
friend, but ultimately, you're not with the Crux. I definitely don't want to cause you any trouble just because you hung out with me. So rest assured, we haven't broken any laws. At least not today.
Let's get into... It's gonna be fireworks. Let's get into some illegal stuff. It'll be fun. Any objectives in the area? Wait till 0 or 5. Oh, miHoYo and your waiting procedures. Ah, yes, how could I miss you?
Captain Beidou, you gave me quite the surprise when you showed up in person earlier today.
Well, my friend is visiting, so I wanted to show her how the Crux handles some of its important business.
I see. You two must be close.
You got that right. Now, down to business. Have you brought the goods?
Yep, all here. Please, feel free to take stock.
Stop! Nobody move!
Damn it.
We have received certain information pertaining to a potential illegal business transaction at this location. Apologies, Captain Beidou, but I'm going to need to inspect those goods.
Oh? An illegal business transaction, you say? Well, all the goods are here. If you have any suspicions, please inspect them at your leisure.
She's just trolling.
Captain, everything's been checked. It's just a bunch of potatoes, flour, and so on. And all the paperwork checks out too.
Huh? Everything's been checked thrice over. There's not a single contraband item here. The paperwork was approved by the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the tax declarations are all in order.
Looks like you've managed to clear everything up. I suppose we can put this down as a simple misunderstanding.
Yes, apologies. This was a mistake on our end. Come on, let's go.
Bravo, Captain Beidou. This was rather ingenious. Seems like your friend still has a little catching up to do.
Yeah, they're a little slow.
I know you have a lot of questions. Come on, take a walk with me and I'll lay it all out for you.
Well, I'll leave you both to it. Captain Beidou, I look forward to doing business with you again. Take care.
You probably thought that there was some sort of nefarious business going on behind all the secrecy today. The truth is, that was exactly what I wanted the Ministry of Civil Affairs to believe. What you might not know is that I, as the leader of the Crux fleet, and you, the great hero of Liyue Harbor, have both been on the Ministry of Civil Affairs watch list for a long time. In other words, whenever you or I crop up in Liyue Harbor, it almost always draws their attention.
Yeah, well, they have their secret
Not that there's
spy
any
service.
animosity behind it, mind you. In their words,
it's a security precaution to prevent people like us from causing unnecessary trouble.
Oh, I have no qualms about that. They're just doing their job, keeping the land safe. But how does that saying go again? Ah, yes.
I'm trying to hold her hand.
Sometimes the closer you are to something, the less you can see. Did you
Can't
figure
get
it
it
out
to
yet?
sync because
That's
he
right.
walks too
Mort
fast
Rubber,
at
the
this slow
accountant.
speed. There
With
you go.
me and a few
Shangali's got
sacks
a
of
nice
potatoes and
stride.
flour serving as a front, the deal she's overseeing on her end should go off without a hitch. After all, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent the Millilith to us. Looking at the time, it should be any second now. Look, that's the signal.
I knew it. Oof. Fireworks.
Tonight's real deal is officially done. Do you have any more questions? You're right. Never underestimate her. But as long as we don't take things too far, she won't look into it too closely. She knows that neither you nor I would do anything to harm Liyue. In any case, there's another higher-level watch list at the Ministry of Civil Affairs above the one we're on. It's top secret. Even I don't know whose names are on it. But I do know that the individuals and organizations on that list are the ones the Qixing are really wary of. I've gotten off topic. On some level, Ningguang and I are actually business partners too. Reason being, I'm the only one who can get her some of the more obscure treasures she wants. It's complicated. All you need to know is that what might be easily attainable for some people can often be a lifesaver for others who can't get their hands on it. That's where we come in. It's as simple as that. You still have some important things to take care of, don't you? As long as you don't know what I was referring to, you'll be safe. So, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you for now. Of course, if the day comes when you've traveled to every corner of the world, found your sibling, and neatly tied up all your loose ends along the way, you're welcome to come back here and I'll tell you all about it. You'll always be welcome in the Crux fleet. I hope I get to see you on board again someday.
So, that's like 10 actual years from now, or if the game dies sooner than that. Beidou hopes to see you on board again someday. No, that was the right menu. All endings have been reached. Interesting. These two actually crossed paths. I don't think they've done that before.
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
I don't mean to do that. How do I cancel the hangout? We hung out, Beidou. Alright, so we're done with that. Guys, thanks for hanging out.
Tend to stay a while.
Thanks for the
So it is where
information,
many things
Zhongli.
come to settle.
That's right. I'm gonna head out of here. Let me just go to my favorite spot to rest, which is actually, I'm gonna off-screen spend this 40. Gotta keep prepping for a Mai. Excuse me, Yai. But, yeah, I'm gonna get off. You guys have a good one. Sorry that there'll be... I mean, you guys probably don't care, but I'm gonna upload the 20 minutes of lag fest that occurred anyway, because it's got some footage of the Arataki quest I can't get back otherwise if I lose
wine
it.
tastes the same as I remember.
And hopefully our internet's working.
But where are those
I'll be
who
streaming later
share
this
the
evening, so put it through its paces.